Good morning, friends. I hope you had a beautiful night rest. I'd like to talk about gratitude today, and I'll be calling it out from the book of Luke 17:11 to 15. Is the story of the 10 lepers. As Jesus was going to Jerusalem, towards his way around Samaria, he met 10 lepers, or rather 10 lepers saw him and started screaming, Jesus, have mercy on us, Jesus, have mercy on us, please help us, save us, have mercy on us. Jesus was now like, wow, okay, 10 of you, go and see your priest, go and see a priest, because normally the priest reject lepers, like they are isolated, so the priests, they don't have anything to do with the lepers. Are people that are isolated, so because they're isolated, they always sit around together even when they are not from the same town. Some of them might be Jews and Samaritans, but and Gentiles, all of them together. When you have one common problem, you don't mind where you're from anymore. Everybody teams up together to become one. Unlike when everything is okay, we start segregating the way Igbos segregate from Yorubas and Hausas and things like that. But during World Cup, everybody come as one to cheer Nigeria. That's the same way as when people have problem, they don't mind their ethnicity or nationality again. They come together to solve their problem together, or at least to comfort themselves. So that was the case of the lepers. They sat together. Jesus now told them to go to the priests. So on their way to go to the priest, on their way to the priest's house, or let me say the church, as at then, they got healed. Wow. On their way. That means the number one thing in life is obedience. Just like Abraham, when God called Abraham immediately, he didn't even say, God, please give me some time, let me tidy up. No, he just stood up and started going to a land that he didn't know, Canaan. Can you imagine? Then again, Jesus just told these 10 lepers, stand up and go and see the priest, and you'll be healed. And they just started going there. Do you get? Like, that's awesome. Some people will be like, look at this man, we say she heal us and you're telling us to go somewhere. I beg, you're not sure, and you stay back. Obedient. They were obedient. They headed off. Would you believe before seeing, or would you want to see first before believing? Would you even obey before complaining? These are simple life tests. Sometimes even our fellow human beings test us. They might just tell you, come to the gate. You be like, okay, what's happening at the gate? I'm not going to any gate. Come to the gate first. Maybe when you go to that gate, you see a birthday present or a car, and so on as well. But because you're stubborn, you don't want to go to the gate, you miss out on that particular gift. These lepers, they weren't stubborn, they were obedient. Of course, they could do anything to get healed. They were in need, so they just had to go. On their way, 10 of them got healed. One was amazed. Jesus, I'm healed. In order not to miss Jesus, because Jesus was traveling, he ran back immediately and thanked God. Wow. He rolled his body on the floor and said, I'm healed, thank you, I'm healed. How many of you would return to say thank you to someone who had done you a favor in the past? To someone who, when you were nothing, raised you? How many of you have even said thank you to that woman who was so kind to you when you were a child, who did your hair free, who made free clothes for you, who fed you whenever your parents were not around, who housed you when your parents weren't yet back from work, whenever you return from school? How many of you have said thank you to those people who were really kind to you when you were young? I think today, what we should do is, wherever we are, we should try to write the list of the people who have been nice to us. Maybe every month, you send them airtime, or even if you don't have their phone number, you try to reach out to them, send them a gift. As little as even a basket of fruit is okay, anything at all, just send them a gift and they will appreciate it. Many people want to be loved, they love, but many don't receive the love right back. So I think when we start giving this little act of gratitude to people around us, the world will become a better place. Learn to appreciate people, especially when they are still alive. I remember my guardian in secondary school, Auntie Edna. She was so nice to me, very nice. After leaving secondary school, I got admitted to the university and I stopped coming back home so often. Sometimes she would call my mom and tell my mom that anytime I come back, I should try to come and see her, you know. But then I really didn't understand all these rules and principles. I really wish I knew what I know now then. Okay, I saw her a couple of times, but the last time that she invited me to come and see her, that particular year, I didn't return home, and it was that same year that she died, and I felt very sad. Why? I was not able to give her back all the love that she gave me. She gave me unconditional love when I was in secondary school, St. Bridget's College to be precise. She gave me unconditional love, but I was not even able to pay her back. I didn't even do a portrait of her. I didn't even give her anything. I felt so bad. Till today, I feel so bad about it. And it taught me a lesson to always appreciate the people who have been very nice to me now that they are still alive. So I would really recommend that you learn to appreciate people that have been nice to you in the past. Okay, just like in the popular movie on Netflix, The Queen's Gambit, the man that taught her chess, she totally forgot him. The money she even borrowed from the man knew she wasn't going to pay back though, but at least she didn't even come back to say thank you to the man who made her the queen of chess. Like, and when she could come back, it was already too late. The man was dead. He came back at his burial day and she felt very miserable. Like, I think we all should learn how to appreciate people when they are still there, not when they have gone, because you will feel hot. You feel hot. We can start today, as little as airtime, as little as just few fruits, any little tiny gift, they will really appreciate it. Jesus appreciated that Samaritan leper's gratitude so much that he told him, "Go, your faith has made you whole." And you begin to wonder, whole? What is whole? I thought the other 10 lepers, they were healed. They were healed. But were they whole? Wholeness is different from healing. Healing is a part of wholeness. Wholeness means when you are totally okay all round in all aspects of your life, in your finances, in your health, that's physically, in your career, in every ramifications of your life. You can be healed in your body, just physically, but mentally, have you recuperated totally from all the effects of that sickness? Mentally, have you been able to accept that you've been healed in your body? Sometimes we pass through accidents. Yes, we've been healed physically on the body, but the trauma of the accident still disturbs us sometimes. Do you understand? So that man, God made him whole, meaning that all of the trauma that came with that disease that he healed him of was gone. He became sound in his mind, body, and soul. He didn't just get a physical healing, he got an eternal healing too. And he didn't just get wholeness in his body, he got wholeness in all ramifications of his life, in his career, in his finances, and he got an extra blessing to the healing God gave him because he came back to say thank you. Wholeness is totally different from just having a bodily healing. That was why Jesus said, "Go, your faith has made you whole." It doesn't mean that the other 9 were not healed, they were healed, but they weren't made whole. But this one Samaritan that came back to say thank you got his wholeness. Today, are you going to be thankful? Are you going to show gratitude to that person that was nice to you yesterday, to that person that was nice to you 20 years back, to that person that was nice to you when you were lost? Or have you totally forgotten him? It's still not too late. Celebrate them while they are still alive and receive your wholeness in your career, in your finances, in your body, in your home, and all way round. Receive your wholeness today when you show gratitude to the people who have been so nice to you. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a beautiful day today.